everyone, welcome back to Drawing for Kids. To start off, let's go over what material you'll need. You need some Crayola markers, which you can use any color markers that you like. Next, you also need some paper. In addition to that, you'll need some black markers, such as Sharpies. Okay, so as I'm going along, I'll go step by step on how to draw this character, but I really like to invite you to add your own little twist to it to make it your own. There's no pressure to necessarily draw exactly what I have, but let's use that as a guidance to see what we can come up with. As always, remember to add in a little bit of your imagination to make it your own. You can do this drawing with your family and friends, and at the end of it, maybe check out how everybody's drawing turned out at the very end. Are you ready? So we're gonna get started. Okay, we're gonna start with our blank piece of paper and our black marker. You ready? So today we're gonna do an animal. The animal we're doing today is the sheepest sheep. I just feel like doing something super fluffy and cute today. So we're gonna start off by doing the sheep's hair. We're doing these half circles, some big ones, some small ones, just connecting them as well to make a kind of a cloud shape. That'll be the sheep's hair. Next I will do the sheep's head. So I'll do a big round circle and connect it to the cloud on the bottom. Next I'll do the sheep's ears on both sides. So I'll do like these U shapes right here, connecting the head on the side here. And of course I need a body for the sheep, so I'm going to do these half circles and I'm going to connect them all, some big ones, some small ones, and go all around connecting to the head. You see it's like a giant fluffy cloud for the sheep's body. Doesn't that look really fun and cute? Next I'll do a tail. Same thing, these half circles of different sizes and just connect it there. If you want a really big tail for your sheep, you can do that, or you can do a really tiny one. I'm also going to add a tiny curl on the top of the sheep's head, and then maybe a few M shapes for the fluffiness in the body, and then the legs are kind of like these big loops, big U shapes that you'll connect, and we'll have 4 of them. So that's the sheep I have so far. Of course, it's up to you if you want to have your sheep running or jumping, so the legs don't have to be in this particular position. And then I'm going to add feet as well, little toes, so it's like a little T at the end of each of the sheep's foot. So we're almost done. We're going to work on the sheep's face now. Now you can have different expressions for your sheep. Mine's going to be really happy, so I'll have these half circles there. And then I'm going to do a triangle for the nose. You can have a circle nose, you can have a square nose, whatever shape you want as well. And then I'll do 2 loops right here, 2 half circles for the mouth. Of course, try to be creative for your sheep. You can decide if your sheep will have really crazy big hair, or have pointy ears, or maybe it has something in its mouth, it's holding onto a bell, or maybe a pie, or like a piece of candy. In the background, I'm going to add a little bit of stars. So I think my sheep is going to be riding the stars. Lately, my kids have been really into the song Baa Baa Black Sheep. Have you any wool? And they've been counting sheep at night, so that's my inspiration for this piece. So I think I'm mostly done here. I'm going to start coloring in the sheep. Of course, you can use your creativity at this time to decide like what color you want your sheep to be. Do you want your sheep to be white colored, or maybe you want a purple sheep, or you can use a combination of different color, like your favorite colors. It could be a rainbow sheep. It's a good idea at this time to think about like, what is the story behind your sheep? It doesn't have to be just exactly what I've drawn here. You can think about your sheep is on the way to the market, or maybe it's a flying sheep. So if it's a flying sheep, what are you going to see in the background? Are there going to be planes, birds, clouds? So those are some ideas you can play around with to think about how you can create the story behind the drawing that you're doing. Here I'm going to do a bit of like a sunny color orange for the sheep's face. Of course, like I mentioned, you can use like apricot colors or all kinds of different colors for your sheep depending on what color you would like it to be. The main part of doing this artwork is to have fun and enjoy the process. So whatever you think will make you happy and enjoy drawing, use that color. What is your favorite color that makes you really happy when you use it? Is it blue? If that's the case, color your sheep blue, and that's perfectly fine. We all have different preferences for what colors we like, and I think it's great that we can express it in our drawings. So here I'm just gonna color in the feet. At the end of this, I think we'll all have a different type of sheep, and we can tell our story and share it with each other. I think that's one of the great parts of drawing, like sharing our process and explaining your piece of artwork. And of course, at the end, make sure to sign your artwork so that people know who did the artwork. And if you can, date it at the bottom as well, so you can look back and see your different pieces of artwork and how your drawings have developed and changed over time. Here I'm just making sure I fill in all the little gaps and nooks and crannies for my sheep. Of course, I think the background is a little bit plain, so I think I want to spice it up and make the stars a little bit more interesting. Maybe I can color in the stars in different color. I feel like yellow is such a typical color for stars. Maybe I'll do something different. Maybe blue. I'll start by outlining my stars. What are some ideas you have for your stars? Do you think we should draw faces for the stars and they're smiling at the sheep? Or perhaps maybe we should do shooting stars. I think that would be such a great idea. There could be a row of rainbows that will come out of the stars in the back. That way we can play around with the different colors we have as well. So here I'm just coloring in the stars in the same sunshiny yellow that I used for the sheep. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tail of the shooting stars with different rainbow colors. And of course, use your imagination and choose whatever rainbow color you want. Same thing for the stars. You can have really big stars, really small stars. You can add in a moon in the back if you want. Here I am adding in the trailing rainbow behind my stars. And I'll use a little bit of pink. You can see I do a mini stripe, curvy stripe on the top. How is your drawing going along? How is it coming along? Remember, the great part about drawing is that it's supposed to be a process for you to just enjoy playing with colors and draw whatever you want. It's relaxing, it's fun, it's a great activity to do with your friends and family, or if you have your brother and sisters or friends hanging around, you can do the same drawing, and then you can have a complete, even though we're following the same instructions, you can have a completely different drawing at the end. How is your sheep looking like? If you want, you can also add different accessories to the sheep to make it interesting, so that they can have a hat, or maybe they have a bag, or maybe he's holding a lollipop. I'm just gonna wrap up here by finishing the rainbows on my shooting star, and I think I'm almost wrapped up. I hope you enjoy this drawing of drawing the sheep. I feel like it's so cute, so fluffy, and it was been so fun drawing this little cute, adorable animal. Well, until next time, I'll see you in the next Drawing with Kids, and take care and stay creative. Bye for now.